Good morning, children. So, we are in chapter 2, and last class I had started, and I have explained about GUI operating systems. Children, I have told you what is exactly an operating system. So, I told you that operating system it is an interface between us, means user, and the computer. So, in order to interact, to communicate with computer, we need an interface. We need a middle object that is operating system. Actually, in a short, you can say operating system is similar like an oxygen to the human being. Oxygen to human being is very important. If you take out oxygen, human being will die. Same way, operating system is essential for computer. If you take out computer, operating system, if you take out from computer, computer will be simply a useless machine. So there's a coordinations between user and computer, and that coordinations exist only because of an operating system. So children, I have even told you that there are two types of user interface. There are two different methods by which user can interact with computer. One is CUI, the old traditional method, that is character user interface. CUI. Everything we do in computer we have to do using command. Set of commands we need to remember. So that is quite tough. Another method is graphical user interface, GUI. This is the most easiest and very useful methods. Reason, here we can see what we are doing in a computer. Everything is visible to us. We don't have to remember a set of commands. Only a few menu and submenu you need to remember. The minor steps, and you can easily work in a computer. So childrens, according to interface if we talk, then graphical user interface is the easiest and the most important type of informations which we human beings prefer to communicate with computer. So when we talk about computer interface and operating systems, we need to perform some settings, some changes we need to do as per as our requirement. Like some people love decorations. Same way in computer, we need to change the inbuilt setting. We need to decorate the computer graphics. So for changing these settings and all, we have control panel, which in the last video already we have discussed. So control panel is an options in computer. Every computer it is there, which allow us to perform setting, computer related settings. Say keyboard mouse settings, desktop settings, appearance settings, graphic setting, color settings, language settings, date time settings, almost whatever setting you want to do in computer, system related settings, you need to use control panel. That's the most important part. It's inbuilt, we don't have to install. So another like again we'll go for setting only. So another type of settings we can do, that is taskbar. So children, see here what is taskbar and where it actually exists in a computer. I'm just drawing, you just see here. If I talk this as a monitor, if this is a monitor, okay, so in monitor you get a small icons. These small icons are known as icons only. Okay, so these are the small pictures, and the bottom of the desktop, a long horizontal bar, is known as task bar. It is a long, it covers the full monitors. Okay, at the bottom, totally at the bottom it exists. So this taskbar, it contains three different part. Actually not three, you can say four different part it contains. So first part, I'm just making the round over here. This is known as start. You get a start menu. That means when you click on the start menu, you get a list of program. Okay, all programs are available in this start menu. So it usually exists here, this part. So after this, let us come to that side corner here. You'll get show desktop. So desktop. You may be working with any windows, maybe with paint, maybe with word. Okay, so when you click on show desktop, directly the desktop that with wallpaper and icons will be visible. Okay, and the middle part, again this corner here, you'll get date or time. So date time options are available here in the corner part, date or time. Okay, so children, here usually you get today's date, means today's date and current time. You can even make changes over here. You can directly click from here and you can make changes, or else you can take the help of control panel. And here these portions, quick launch bar, we can say. That means whatever windows you have opened, the active windows, that active windows as a small icons are displayed or stored here. Okay, only the active windows. So children's, uh, when we talk about computer settings, two important things we need to remember. First one is control panel, second one is taskbar. Control panels perform all the system related settings, whereas taskbar, it helps us to open the existing programs, existing setting. Even to open the control panel we need the help of taskbar. It actually allow us to enter in the computer. To explore the computer we need a taskbar. If start menu is not there, we cannot enter in the computer. Not even to shut down, even to off the computer, we need to enter the start button. It's very important. So children's, taskbar is what? Have you understood? The long horizontal bar at the bottom of the desktop that appears is known as taskbar. Now see, this taskbar appearance can also be changed. So to change any appearance, any settings, maybe few settings I'm just highlighting here, you can just see here. You can just change the appearance of taskbar. Taskbar appearance. Second, date or time. You can even change the date or time options. Okay, students. So taskbar appearance or date time. Then even third is your language. You can even change the language to Hindi, English, Nepali, Bengali, or some other languages. Okay. So and fourth, all the devices. I just wrote devices, means it can be keyboard, mouse, monitor, okay, internet. It can be even any external device. If you connect to the computer, any equipment, any things which are connected to computer, either input or output device, that settings can also be done. So to do this four settings we need the help of control panel. Without control panel we cannot perform any type of setting in the computer. It's very very important. So children, this is all about this chapter. Okay, so in this chapter basically we learned that GUI is the most convenient means of communication with computer. So we can communicate with computer only with help of graphical, that or not only, actually it's a convenient way. We can also with commands or character. Secondly, if you take the example like character user interface, example was DOS, disk operating system, and graphical user interface example is Windows. So Windows are the most popular operating systems. And among that, in this chapter, we are focusing on Windows 7. So Windows 7 has various features than others previous operating systems. Like we have one option known as arrow peak. What is arrow peak? Say we are working with multiple windows, so many windows are there. Windows means not the house, that home windows, okay, not that. I mean to say Windows means the screen, the small rectangular screen like paint window, word window, that windows. Suppose you are working with multiple windows and you want to navigate quickly from one window to another windows. So when you want to navigate between multiple windows, you don't have to do it slowly. Like one you need to click, you need to close, another you need to click, again you need to close. In that way, no need to move. You don't have to like move as an ant walking. We have the option known as arrow peak. Directly we can do and we can move to the which window which you want to work. That means you can navigate to any number of windows, okay, at certain time. Like if you want to move to paint window and you are working with the word window, you can directly navigate there. You don't have to close that, you don't have to like minimize that, nothing. So arrow peak option is very advantageous part in Windows 7. Another like date time changings. See, suppose your computer system is not displaying the date, today's date or maybe current time, you can make changes that. You can do changes from control panel. You get the option over there. So we can even change the date, time. Even the system like your keyboards, when you're pressing the character is displaying very slowly. When you strike A and A appears in the monitor, like it takes time, not in a frequent or maybe in an instance. So in that case, you can make the changes. You can make the changes in the control panel. There you get options. Even your display settings, maybe brightness is less, contrast is less, icons are appearing small. Okay, so that settings can also be done from control panel. That's why I wrote devices. Languages, like some computer you can see Hindi, some English, some Bengalis, different language we can set. These languages can also be set from the control panels. Daytime became then taskbar appearance. Now there are certain appearance in the taskbar. You can change the appearance of menus in start button. You can place the taskbar here, in different place like left, right, top, down. Okay, that sort of settings you can do. Color setting you can do. Color contrast with text and background, means foreground and background. That you can do. So almost all the settings we can do in control panel. So children, this is one way by going to the control panel and performing the settings. Another way is also there, that right click, shortcut menu. If you right click, you get a list of shortcut menu. From there also you can perform the settings. That is again another way. So based on this, I've given some lab exercise and homework which you need to go through it and write down in your copy. Okay children, now see this.
So your homework begins. You need to write down this in your copy. So see your first exercise. Fill in the blanks. The options are given. You need to write. You have to fill the dash with proper appropriate options given. Question 1 is, a long horizontal bar at the bottom of the desktop is called the dash. Number 2, dash option will make the taskbar disappear. Number 3, dash option lets you peek into your desktop if you have lots of windows open. Number 4, dash display the current date and time. Number 5, dash button minimizes all the open program and display the desktop. Option you can see at the top, you have option like auto hide, taskbar, arrow peak, system tray and show desktop. So you have to fill the dash with proper appropriate answer. So see the next exercise. Write T for true statement and F for false statement. True or false. Question 1 is given. The taskbar has a start button, quick launch bar, system tray and show desktop button. Number 2, the control panel is like a command center of your computer. Number 3, jump lists are lists of recently opened items. Number 4, Windows 7 does not provide graphical user interface. So you have to write T or F. T for true statement, F for false statement. See the next exercise. Answer the following. Number 1, name any 3 versions of Windows operating system. Answer, MS means Microsoft. Okay, Microsoft Windows 7, Microsoft Windows 8, Microsoft Windows 10. Many are there, only 3 you have to write. Question 2, state the use of shortcut menu. Answer, it is used to display a set of commands. Question number 3. Write a short note on Windows 7. Answer: Windows 7 operating system is developed by Microsoft Corporation for use in personal computers, that is PC, tablets and smartphones. Question 4. What is control panel used for? Answer: it contains a number of categories. All these categories help us to manage different resources and functioning of the computer system. See the next question. Write the steps to adjust the volume of the speaker. 3 steps are there. Number 1. Open the control panel and click hardware and sound. Number 2. Click adjust system volume from the sound option. Number 3. Now drag the slider to adjust the volume of the system. There are 3 steps you need to write. Question 6. Write the steps to customize the taskbar. Again you have 3 options. Number 1. Open control panel and click appearance and personalization. Step 2. Click the taskbar and start menu option. Step 3. Click the required options, which setting you want to perform.